You have all the choices of the Pewaukee alumni, and you choose Jacob Roshka over J.J. Watt. Oh. That is awesome.
Well, Pewaukee, the Pirates. Jake actually had the hair of a pirate in high school.
Nice.
Had to rock the hair covering, I believe.
A little bit of a mullet. Did he have a perm or what?
You have whatever hair you want when you're a two-time state champion.
You bet.
Steve, changing things up a little bit, going back down to the quote-unquote little guys, but not looking so little at 120 pounds. We have Andy Dipiazza versus Blake Underwood, couple of state finalists from last year. D1 versus D3. Dipiazza from Kaukauna, Underwood out of Marathon.
I'm excited for this one. Like I said in the preview, this is I think this is going to be a contrast in styles as far as wrestling goes, and both wrestlers, same body type, same build. But I know talking to Blake's dad before and Craig Underwood, he's looking for Blake to open it up a little bit more. Wants his offense and just go after it, right? Especially in a match like today, which ultimately means something, but it doesn't, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't get hurt. You don't lose anything by trying out new things. And like Craig said, put on a show for the people, right? As we see Blake trying out a shot right away, looking to hit that arm drag, go behind.
A little crowd interaction, crowd helping out. Always like that.
Dipiazza last year in the finals losing to William Duchemin. It was a loaded 106-pound weight class, Steve. We're going to see a lot of success, I believe, from that bracket.
Yeah, Dipiazza 44-6 last year. Steve talked about that runner-up. Did lose 6-4.
It's going to be one of those brackets where we look at it in 5 years and think, wow, that ended up being a very successful group.
Blake, who we already saw Grunenfelder earlier. Blake lost him 1-0.
And Steve, that's where I think this match, Underwood picking up the first takedown, so working that offense.
And here is where Underwood is special, right? This top position.
And of course, Dipiazza going to have to find a takedown himself, but I really think the mat is where this match is going to be won or lost, Steve, because you talk about the ride out from Grunenfelder on Underwood to win a state last year. We'll see how things look when we eventually get to that situation. But right now, Underwood with a good ride.
From that bar. Well, Dipiazza is, like Liam Crook, teammate, is very good at the cheap tilt. But Blake Underwood, 53-2 last year. His only losses, one coming at sectionals. Lost to Cumberland wrestler Johnson in the state finals.
And avenged that loss in the semis.
Yep. And I think 2-1 decision, correct?
Both 1-point matches, I believe.
Just amazing to me that these two wrestlers last year had close, combined 100 wins. Just under 100 wins.
And I remember we used to do 100-win shout-outs on our social media pages. Had to bump that up to 150 real quick.
We did.
Start of the second period. Dipiazza taking down. Does have a hold of the ankle right now. So might try to put Underwood in a precarious position here.
But
I think Underwood using that ankle to his advantage now, holding on to it.
Did Andrew choose down? Is that?
I believe so.
He did, okay. It's fun to watch this little chess match here.
Yeah,
might not seem like there's a lot of action going on right there, but there is.
I think that's what Dipiazza was waiting for, making slight adjustments, and Underwood now just holding on for
he's so slick with those hips, is he?
And it will be 1 point for Dipiazza. Figure 4 on Underwood. Makes the score a 3-1.
Okay. Was that he figure forward the huh?
Good movement by Dipiazza off the whistle. And now if you're Underwood after something like that, you just wrestle a little more carefully. So we'll see if Dipiazza can maybe take advantage of that hesitancy. But Underwood, good follow. And I think, Steve, he might have a bar in on this side.
It's kind of on. He's got the forearm in a little bit. Careful, that might slide up into potentially dangerous. Underwood removes it.
Hold of the wrist. It's Underwood.
This is where Underwood's
going to cross body ride at the moment.
Yeah, and he can ride out periods with this.
Well, and Steve, if you're Underwood, let's say you stay up 3-1 or you're up 3-2 in the third.
What do you choose? Right? Well, you've taken him down, okay, and you've basically rode him out. Do you want to attempt to go down and see if Dipiazza is tricky on top?
As we will take things to the third period in just a few seconds. Underwood up 3-1, and it is a decision time.
And you just saw that a new out-of-bounds rule right there. Wrestlers,
let the action.
They let the action go. The wrestlers were barely in, and they kept wrestling. And your question is answered, Teague.
No hesitancy.
Takes down
on the Marathon Junior.
You know, I got to imagine if you get rode out in the third period of the finals, your off season consists a lot of working on
a lot of
mat
mat time.
Yep. And telling yourself that will never happen again.
Hey, and trying it out against Dipiazza, a great litmus test for Underwood heading into the year. Dipiazza now working a cross-body ride of his own. Underwood.
Oh, let's get that leg split.
Yeah, got his arm under the leg and now pressuring into Dipiazza.
He's got to elevate. He's got to be careful here, though.
Yeah, Dipiazza could score a cheap 2.
You know, for fans that like mat wrestling, this is just a clinic right here. These two guys, like I said, it doesn't seem like they're doing a lot, but there is a chess match going on in that position with hands and feet and scooting those hips.
And Underwood slowly trying to put Dipiazza in danger now. It's funny, these two really similar when it comes to their top wrestling.
And Dipiazza, if you're him, you got to make a decision right now, right? I mean, it's you got to figure out how to get that tilt, or you got to cut him.
Oh, a mean crossface.
Yep, here's that cut. All right.
And a shot right off of the stand-up.
We got 43 seconds left. 4-3. Now here's that awesome 4-1. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. I meant you need 3 points. This is where that 3-point takedown comes in. Dipiazza is going to pick up his action.
Yeah, there's a stall warning against Underwood too. So could see that come into play as we have 30 seconds remaining. Nice work by Underwood.
Sucking that arm in.
Just working towards the center. Circling towards the center, I should say. And Underwood maybe thinking dump there for a moment. With a 3-point lead and 10 seconds remaining, Underwood just looking to hold on for dear life. Dipiazza trying to circle. We'll have a reset.
Underwood had that arm hooked
with
like
2 seconds remaining.
Looks like in a chest crusher attempt. Something Athens back in the day was super good at. Underwood knowing the situation, he's able to escape that victory. Talking to his dad beforehand, he just said it's those close victories where he's seems to squeak a lot of those out where he's really comfortable.
And Steve, they wanted to open things up, and open things up he did as Underwood